Welcome to The Human Curious, where curiosity meets the unknown. Here we dive deep into the world's greatest mysteries, from the shadows at the edge of your vision to the secrets lurking just beneath the surface of everyday life. If you've ever wondered what lies beyond the ordinary, you're in the right place. Our mission is simple: to explore the unexplained, question the accepted, and bring you stories that challenge what you think you know. Every week, we uncover new phenomena, ancient legends, and modern mysteries, always with an open mind and a sense of wonder. If you're ready to journey with us into the unknown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with fellow seekers of the strange. Now let's step into the darkness together and see what secrets await. It is a feeling every single one of us has known. It is primal, coded into our very DNA. You are sitting alone in your house, the world outside silent. Then, out of nowhere, a sudden chill crawls up your spine. You get the gut-wrenching certainty that you are no longer alone. It's a presence you can feel, watching you. Your rational mind tries to take control, telling you it was just a draft. We have all been there, trying to explain away that bone-deep sense of dread. But what if it is not just a trick, not your imagination running wild? The possibility that we are never truly alone is both terrifying and compelling. This raw, instinctual fear is where our journey begins. We are stepping into the darkness to confront the watchers. What if they are real? And what if they are always there, just beyond our sight? Across cultures, stories emerge from the darkness. The descriptions are eerily similar. They are not ghosts or spirits. Eyewitnesses describe them as deep, solid black humanoid silhouettes. They lack any discernible features. Common patterns have been documented for decades. Some are seen as fleeting, darting shadows. You see them from the corner of your eye. One common type is the Hat Man. Their presence is defined by one terrifying action: they watch. People often report feeling an overwhelming wave of dread, and then they vanish. So what are these shadow people? Are we witnessing a genuine phenomenon? We must confront what countless people claim to have seen. If we operate under the chilling premise that these entities are real, then their constant silent observation must have a purpose. Nothing in the universe exists without a reason, and a species of interdimensional or paranormal beings would not expend energy observing us for no reason at all. Their silent watchfulness is the single most reported aspect of their behavior, which suggests it is central to their existence or their mission. This is where the investigation truly deepens, moving from eyewitness accounts into the realm of high-stakes theory. This is where we ask the critical question: why are they spying? The possibilities branch into several distinct and equally unsettling directions. First, could they be neutral observers? This theory proposes that shadow people are akin to interdimensional beings, cosmic anthropologists, or even travelers from another time. From their perspective, humanity might be a fascinating, chaotic, and unpredictable species worthy of study. In this scenario, they are not malevolent. They are simply researchers gathering data from behind a one-way mirror. We are a subject in a grand cosmic experiment, and their spying is nothing more than academic fieldwork. They observe, they record, and they do not interfere. A second, much darker theory suggests a more parasitic relationship. This is the theory of the energy vampire. Some paranormal researchers and psychics believe that these entities are drawn to and feed on human emotion. They are not interested in our technology or our societies. They are interested in our life force. Specifically, they are drawn to potent, raw, negative emotions like intense fear, deep despair, crippling anxiety, or explosive anger. In this framework, they are paranormal spies, lurking in the shadows and waiting for us to be at our most vulnerable. They are not just watching, they are waiting to feed. A third theory posits them not as the cause of negativity, but as beings attracted to it. They are harbingers of doom. Like a vulture circling a dying animal or a crow observing a battlefield, their presence signals that something terrible is about to happen. Perhaps they are drawn to the energy of impending tragedy, death, or disaster. They appear in places where great emotional turmoil is about to unfold, standing as silent witnesses at the threshold of misfortune. In this view, seeing a shadow person is not the cause of the problem, but a terrifying omen of a problem to come. Their spying is a death watch. Across cultures and continents, stories emerge of dark humanoid silhouettes. Not ghosts nor spirits tied to places, something else. Eyewitnesses describe them in chilling terms: solid black figures, darker than the darkest corner, absorbing light. This global consensus makes the phenomenon compelling and terrifying. A shared human experience transcending boundaries, pointing to something universally real. Accounts traced back through history, described differently. Same core characteristics. What are we seeing? A shared archetype, or glimpses of entities beyond perception? The shadow you saw is the same someone saw across the world. Not if, but what. Over decades, investigators have gathered accounts and distinct patterns have emerged. The most reported are fleeting shadows, often a first encounter appearing as a quick blur in your peripheral vision. Then there are defined, static figures that don't flee but watch from doorways or bedsides. One static figure, the Hat Man, is described as a towering silhouette in a long coat and fedora. Some report red eyes in the dark, hooded figures, or crawling masses. This variety suggests an ecosystem of beings that inhabit the shadows. Each is a piece of a puzzle we are only beginning to understand. The most important clue to understanding shadow people is their behavior, observation. Their defining characteristic is to watch silent sentinels at the edge of our reality. This separates them from more interactive entities. Encounters bring a sudden drop in temperature and overwhelming dread, a primal terror. After observation they vanish, sometimes fading, darting away or blinking out of existence. This pattern begs the question, what are they learning? The investigation must now turn from definition to motivation. If these entities are real, their silent observation must have a purpose. Their watchfulness is the most reported aspect of their behavior, central to their existence. So why are they watching? One theory, they're neutral observers, cosmic anthropologists, studying us as we might study animals. They gather data, never interfering, following a strict protocol of non-interference. Their sudden appearances and disappearances could be their way of entering and exiting our dimension. The fear we feel may simply be our minds struggling to process their presence. This theory removes malevolence but introduces a new dread. We are always under surveillance. Every moment could be recorded and analyzed by unseen entities. We are specimens in a cosmic terrarium. The neutral observer theory suggests they mean no harm, but it also means we are never truly alone. They are watching, learning, and we have no idea what their final thesis will be. Now, a darker theory, the energy vampire. Some believe these entities feed on our emotional energy, especially fear, despair, and anger. They appear during times of emotional turmoil, drawn to our distress like predators to prey. The terror we feel isn't just a side effect, it's their main course. They may even amplify our fear to make it more potent. This explains why they're often seen in places of trauma. Hospitals, prisons, homes marked by suffering. They're not passive watchers but active hunters, learning our routines and weaknesses. They wait for us to break, then feed. They are not ghosts but ancient predators who see humanity as a resource. This transforms them from mysterious observers into a direct threat. They're not just in the corner of your room, they're there for you, waiting for you to break so they can feed. Another theory, harbingers of doom. They don't cause negativity but are drawn to it, supernatural omens. Like vultures before death, their appearance signals impending tragedy. Many cultures have stories of dark spirits appearing before disaster, the Irish Banshee for example. Shadow people may be a modern version of this ancient archetype. They gather where tragedy is about to unfold. Battlefields, hospitals, homes before accidents. Their presence is a warning, not a threat. Seeing one isn't just scary, it's a dreadful omen. They may not harm you, but their presence means harm is near. The shadow passes, leaving a warning. And you never know when or how that warning will come true. What if their spying isn't intentional? Enter the dimensional bleed-through theory. Our reality is just one layer in a multidimensional cosmos. Sometimes the veil between worlds thins, and we glimpse beings from another dimension. Shadow people may simply be inhabitants of another world unaware of us. Their shadowy forms are the result of imperfect overlap between realities. We're not seeing them clearly, just their silhouette bleeding through. They're not watching us. They might be standing in their own room, oblivious to our fear. The dread we feel is our mind's reaction to the impossible. They are accidental tourists, not invaders or predators. This theory removes sinister intent, but suggests our reality is less solid than we think. At any moment, the fabric of our world could thin, revealing beings we can't comprehend. Before we dive deeper, let's pause for a moment. We want to hear from you. Have you ever felt a presence in the room when you were alone? Maybe you caught a glimpse of a shadow out of the corner of your eye, or felt an unexplained chill. Do you think these experiences are just tricks of the mind, or could they be something more? An accidental tourist from another world, or an ancient presence watching over us? Share your story or your theory in the comments below. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, your perspective adds to the mystery. Let's unravel this phenomenon together, one story at a time. These theories, observers, vampires, omens, are modern attempts to explain ancient fears. But the idea of shadowy watchers is as old as humanity itself. Across cultures, stories abound of unseen beings coexisting with us just out of sight. They've been called fae, elementals, demons, spirits. Names change, but the core idea remains. Many traditions see these entities as a fundamental part of the cosmos. What if shadow people aren't new, but ancient beings native to our world? Perhaps we're not being studied by outsiders, but watched by entities who have always been here. This shifts the mystery from modern to ancient. A reality re-emerging in new form. The answers may lie not in future discoveries, but in the spiritual heritage we've forgotten. The truth about shadow people might be far older and more profound than we imagine. Among ancient traditions, one stands out, the Islamic concept of the Jinn. The Jinn are beings created from smokeless fire, existing in a parallel world layered over ours. They possess free will, have their own societies, and can remain invisible to us. Their fiery, ethereal nature allows them to take many forms and cross the veil between worlds. The dark, featureless silhouettes of shadow people align with descriptions of Jinn, manifesting imperfectly in our reality. What we see may be their shadow, their energetic imprint as they cross over. For over 1 billion people, belief in the Jinn is a core tenet, not fringe folklore. This isn't just theory, it's theology. A race of beings, created from fire, living alongside us, able to see us when we can't see them. The parallels to modern encounters are striking. Sometimes the oldest explanations are the most compelling. The Jinn and shadow people's connection becomes clear when examining their mandate for observation. The Qur'an states the Jinn can see humanity, even when we can't see them. This explains shadow people's unseen spying, establishing an asymmetry in perception. Their mission, led by Satan, is to observe humanity, learn our weaknesses, and tempt us. They are paranormal spies in a cosmic war, and every human is a target. This ancient framework provides a powerful bridge connecting modern paranormal investigation and ancient theology. It takes fragmented accounts of shadow people from around the globe and places them within a coherent, long-standing system of belief. The man who sees a tall, dark figure in his doorway in Ohio, and the woman who feels a chilling presence in her apartment in Kuala Lumpur, may both be experiencing the same phenomenon, one that was named and explained centuries ago. The Jinn concept acts as a potential unifying theory for a wide range of paranormal activity. While paranormal researchers document modern accounts, and theologians study ancient texts, it is at their intersection that the most fascinating insights emerge. The modern investigator's taxonomy of terror, the darting shadows, the static figures, the Hat Man, can be seen as different manifestations or types of Jinn. The fleeting glimpses could be a Jinn moving quickly through our world, while the more solid, lingering figures could be a more powerful entity, or one making a deliberate choice to be partially seen in order to instill fear. The ancient knowledge provides the categories that modern research is independently rediscovering. It is crucial to approach this intersection with respect and intellectual honesty. We are not definitively stating that all shadow people are Jinn. Rather, we are highlighting a powerful and profound parallel that cannot be overlooked in any serious investigation. For many believers, this is not a parallel but the direct explanation. It provides a sense of clarity and understanding in the face of terrifying and inexplicable events. It offers a name for the faceless, a motive for the silent watcher, and a history that stretches back to the dawn of creation. It reframes the phenomenon from a random anomaly to a part of a larger, cosmic order. Ultimately, this ancient perspective transforms the question from "what are they?" to "who are they?" It suggests we are not dealing with mindless apparitions but with intelligent beings who have their own will, their own agenda, and their own place in the world. The veil between their reality and ours is usually strong, but it is not impenetrable. When that veil thins, we get a glimpse of the unseen. For a terrifying moment we see the watchers, and according to this ancient wisdom, they have been watching us all along, their presence a hidden constant in the story of humanity. So these entities might be real. What do you do? Across cultures, the advice is consistent. Build your spiritual fortitude. You fight darkness with light. Our spiritual state creates an energetic field. Positivity strengthens this field, repelling negative entities drawn to fear and chaos. Make yourself an inhospitable host. Practices of faith, prayer, meditation, and positive emotions elevate your frequency. Become a beacon of light. Choose faith over fear, hope over despair, and love over hatred. Turn your soul into a fortress of light. While building your inner light is the long-term strategy, there are more immediate actions you can take when an encounter is happening. Taking ownership of your space is key. Your home is your sanctuary. Many believe these entities require our fear to remain. By forcefully revoking that permission, you can often compel them to leave. Maintain a clean, bright, and positive environment. Keep your home physically clean, organized, and filled with light. The most direct action is a verbal one. Confront the presence with a clear, firm declaration of your authority. Command it to leave. This is my home, and you must go. The key is the power and belief behind your words. Confidence asserts your dominion. You are declaring that you are the master of your own home and your own reality. Strengthening your inner self is powerful, but what happens when fear is too great? Across faiths, there's a third defense: seeking refuge in a higher power. It's placing your safety in the hands of the divine. The ultimate spiritual shield relies on God's infinite power. This concept is universal. In Islam, prayers of refuge like A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, I seek refuge in God from Satan, are powerful shields. Reciting these words wraps you in divine protection, providing peace and terror. It shifts the burden to a higher power. We are wisest when we seek a light greater than our own. Our investigation is now drawing to a close. We have journeyed deep into the darkness, from modern eyewitness accounts to chilling theories. We have looked at them as potential interdimensional researchers, terrifying energy vampires, and harbingers of impending doom. We are left with a phenomenon that touches upon one of the most universal and primal human fears: the fear of being watched. The idea that the sanctity of our own homes could be violated by silent, unknown observers is deeply unsettling. The shadow people phenomenon holds a mirror up to our most basic anxieties about the unknown. In the end, this investigation is about more than just shadowy figures. It is about the very nature of belief and the limits of human knowledge. The shadow in your room might be just a shadow, but the fear it creates is very, very real. We began this journey with a simple feeling: the chill on the back of your neck, the sudden certainty that you are not alone. It is a feeling that connects every single one of us. Throughout this investigation, we have attempted to put a name and a reason to that feeling. We have given it form, exploring its possible shapes, from the darting blur to the imposing hat man. We have given it motive, speculating on its purpose, from dispassionate observation to a sinister spiritual agenda. We have tried to bring light to the darkness, to understand what it is and what it wants from us. But the truth is, no one can give you a definitive answer. There is no scientific instrument that can detect these beings. There is no expert who can tell you with 100% certainty what they are. The mystery remains. It lingers in the quiet moments of the night, in the long hallways and empty rooms of our own homes. It is a mystery that each person must confront for themselves, weighing the evidence of thousands of witnesses against the skepticism of the modern world. It is a personal journey into the heart of the unknown, a place where belief and fear intertwine. So, as we leave you, we return to the place where we started. That dark corner of your bedroom, that flicker of movement you saw from the corner of your eye. The next time you feel that chill, the next time you feel that unshakable sense of being watched, what will you think? Will you dismiss it as a trick of the light, your mind playing games with you after a long day? Will you rationalize it, explain it away, and force yourself to forget? Or will you remember the stories, the theories, and the ancient truths we have explored tonight? The shadows in your room are probably just shadows. The house settling is probably just the house settling. Your eyes are probably just tired. But our investigation has shown us that for thousands of people, across thousands of years, it was something more. We are left with one final, lingering question. A question that will stay with you long after the lights are turned back on. A question that gets to the very heart of this deep and abiding mystery. What if they're not? Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown with the human curious. If tonight's exploration sparked a question, a memory, or even just a shiver, we invite you to be part of our curious community. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new investigation. Share this video with friends who love a good mystery, and most importantly, leave a comment below. Tell us your thoughts, your theories, or your own encounters with shadow people or any unexplained phenomena. Your stories help us all see the world just a little differently. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep seeking answers, and remember, curiosity is our greatest light in the darkness.